Hey, what's up guys? It's been a while since I've done a video. We just moved into a new house about 2 months ago and we've been working on our toy room. So I think the last time I posted a couple videos we were in progress. I've been posting a lot of things on Instagram, which is Dinomite, and that's M-I-T-E, 80s Toys on Instagram, at Dinomite 80s Toys on Instagram. We've been posting a lot of things there, but I want to be doing a reveal video of the toy room. You can see some of it behind me, obviously. It is almost done, but it's going to be a work in progress. We're always adding stuff to it, so hope to have that video posted soon. We'll do a full walkthrough. I'll show you the toy room. I also have an 80s arcade room about a room over, so we'll be doing a video on that too. But my buddy over at 80s Toys Rock, and that is rock with a C, R-O-C. Anyway, he challenged me, and I can't turn down a challenge ever. So I'm going to take him up on that challenge. And he did a video on your first. It could be your first toy, your first collectible, your first He-Man, first Star Wars figure, whatever that may be. So he had challenged me as well, and I had to think about this. He cheated a little bit. He did more than one first. So my son and I were actually looking through this room last night. My son is 12, so he's been collecting with me and loves 80s toys. I got him started on Transformers when he was younger, and now he's collecting those as well. So he and I were walking through the toy room last night trying to decide which first I would go with, and that's hard to pick just one. So I'm going to cheat. Since my buddy over at 80s Toys Rock did more than one, I'm going to do at least 2, maybe 3 that I have in mind. So we're going to show you my top, let's say top 3 first that I ever got. And we're going to go behind me and all the way around this room, by the way. I don't want to show you everything just yet because I want to reveal that when we do a walkthrough. But let's go ahead and jump into my top 3, and we'll start with number 1. So my first number 1 would have to be Transformers, man. Transformers was one of my first loves. The first 2 Transformers I ever got, and I do remember this on Christmas morning, was Optimus Prime and Soundwave. I believe I had actually asked for Megatron that year, but Megatron was a hard-to-find toy apparently that year. So Santa brought me a Optimus Prime and a Soundwave. So obviously behind me we have Soundwave. When I actually, this toy room and this toy collection, when we started collecting again, I had a few vintage Transformers left over, Soundwave being one of those, but when Walmart started doing their G1 reissues, Soundwave was actually one of the first ones that I bought. So that is in the box back there is the Walmart G1 reissue of Soundwave that kind of started this collection going. And there also is a original G1 Soundwave down there with obviously my masterpiece as well. So if I skip over, I could do a quick cut here because again I don't want to reveal this room just yet, but also we have Optimus Prime. So my first Transformers would have been Optimus Prime and Soundwave was one of the first reissues that I bought that started us collecting toys again. Optimus Prime was right after him. Optimus Prime was probably my favorite toy growing up ever. If I had to narrow it down to 2, it would be really close between Optimus Prime and Castle Grayskull, which, just a quick teaser, there's Castle Grayskull over there too. So number 1, first Transformers I ever got, Optimus Prime and Soundwave. The next number 1 will be, I'm going to go with one of my G.I. Joe figures, and that would be actually that Gung-Ho figure right there. So that Gung-Ho figure was maybe not my first G.I. Joe, but that is my Gung-Ho from my childhood, and for some reason I saved that one G.I. Joe figure. Sergeant Slaughter, Wild Bill right there I have purchased again, but I had those as a kid. But that Gung-Ho is actually mine from childhood. I think I just liked the dress blues, and I hung on to that guy, and my son and I were going through some storage stuff recently during the move and found Gung-Ho. So I have started adding some more Joes. Those risers behind will eventually be filled with Joes, but we got Monkey Wrench and Destro and Blowtorch, Wild Bill, Sergeant Slaughter. Got a few others there. We also found, those are also my original Megaforce right there, which is an often forgotten toy line, but if you were a Megaforce fan, there is the entire collection of Megaforce, and all of those were mine when I was a kid as well. The only one I'm missing is Goliath, so technically not complete. I'm only missing Goliath, but I have all the other Megaforce. I would love to do just a Megaforce video, or maybe copy my buddy Michael Mercy and do a history of Megaforce, but there's the original Megaforce. And then I have one more first. My last first is this Star Destroyer right here. Now, also probably not the first Star Wars toy I ever got, but this Star Destroyer right here is a vintage. It comes with that little ship right there. There's a panel underneath that Star Destroyer that opens up, and that ship goes inside of him. I had this toy when I was a kid, and it has special sentimental value to me because I can remember my mom and I went to a garage sale one day, and I wanted this toy so bad. My mom bought it for me, and I probably sold it in the garage sale again when I was a kid. This thing took me forever to find. I finally found it on eBay years ago and bought it. And I've had this thing in my collection for years. For a long time, I had nothing but Star Wars. We just kind of added 80s toys to it, but for a long time, I had a Star Wars collection. Everybody would always ask me what my favorite Star Wars toy was in the collection, and that was it right there, is that Star Destroyer. So there's my 3 firsts. I know I didn't do 1, but there's 3. So, 80s toys rock, and that's rock with the R-O-C, baby! Challenge accepted, man. I did the challenge. I may have cheated a little bit and done 3 instead of 1, but there's my top 3 first. Gosh, I don't even know who else I would challenge. I think you've already challenged Sleeping Collectibles, so I'll challenge Sleeping Collectibles as well. I'll challenge my buddy Michael Mercy, too, even though I know Michael's busy. He's probably got a lot of things going, and it would probably be really hard for him to choose one, too, but I'm going to challenge him also. Again, our channel is in the works. We are adding stuff as we speak. I'm actually working on a logo and an intro, so you guys are catching us really early on. I will be doing a toy room video very soon. I'll be doing an arcade video very soon. So if you're a fan of 80s toys, if you love 80s toys, give us a like, hit that subscribe button, continue to watch us. We're going to be loading more content. You guys are catching us really early, but again, I could not resist the urge to accept the challenge thrown out by my buddy 80s Toys Rock. So thank you guys. Would love to take you on a trip back to the 80s, man. So again, if you're an 80s kids like me, continue to follow. We're going to be adding more stuff like some of these things. I'm giving you a few teasers. We got some mask stuff back there, but mask, Transformers, G.I. Joe, Star Wars, you name it, we got it, and we'll be adding more. So we'll catch you soon, and thanks again for watching.